The music provided for this episode of the Tom Retro Chronicle is brought to you by the band called Copperhead with their song called Breathe. To check out more PodSafe music, check out dig.ccmixter.org. A 1, a 2, a 3, 4, 5. It is the Tom Retro Chronicle with your host called Tom Retro.
Looking good, baby!
Tom Retro is also known as the Retro Guy and has a very interesting angle on things like sports, music, movies, books, and pretty much mostly life. He has a WordPress account, a very funny Twitter account, and overall a very interesting guy. Yeah. And also has very interesting interviews like me, Arnold Schwarzenegger, yeah. So let's head it to our very own very special host called Tom Retro. And welcome back to the Retro Chronicle. This is the Tom Retro Chronicle. This is episode 3, as I promised yesterday. Yesterday was actually a pretty good day so far. So, it's pretty much another cloudy day here in Fargo, North Dakota. It's pretty chilly out there. It's like 30 degrees out here so far. Taping this on a Thursday, a little quiet Thursday afternoon. Continuing on with my what I wanted to do for the last podcast yesterday. I didn't really get into the not so much the recaps, but the recaps, but my picks. So I'm saving those both for today, which this will probably be a pretty short podcast. So let's get started with the recaps of week 8. Well, it seems like week 8 went by too fast, I suppose. But taking a look at week 8, the bye weeks for week 8 was Baltimore, Buffalo, Cincinnati, and Houston. Probably one of the biggest prizes in this one was the Bears. The Bears almost got beat by the what was once the 1-5 Panthers. That score was 23-22, and pretty close one, because the Bears ended up scoring 16 points in the fourth quarter to beat the Panthers by 1 point. So definitely can't really hang your head down for that one, Cam Newton. But probably the most biggest prize was Cleveland eking out a victory against the Chargers at home, of all places. Brandon Weeden was 11 for 27 for 129 yards, and somehow the only touchdown was a Trent Richardson touchdown, and he ended up getting a 100 rushing yard day as well. And Richardson ended up carrying the ball 24 times for 122 yards. Philip Rivers had a pretty off day. He only threw over 50% of his passes were actually completions, which was 18 for 34 for 154 yards, while Ryan Matthews ran for 24 times for 95 yards. In terms of other week 8 stuff, not really that much else to mention, other than the fact that Patriots pretty much soundly defeated the Rams, even at old Mario London. Tom Brady threw for 23 passes for 35 yards for, or actually, excuse me, 23 passes, threw for 23 completions for 35 attempts for 304 yards, while Sam Bradford threw 30 times for 22 completions and 205 yards. Gronkowski had an eight reception game for 146 yards, and the Patriots ended up winning that one of 45-7 in Wembley Stadium. Ho 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 ho! Jolly good show. Okay, I'm done with that one, but I guess I could mention the whole NFL in London, like there's supposed to be talks about a new franchise that's coming, and I'm like, you're stupid, NFL. You're stupid. England doesn't give a shit about our football. England would rather watch a soccer/football game, which the two teams were Norwich and Swansea, both of which are two awful teams. They would rather watch that than an NFL game. Did you notice how many people were? Like I saw one person had a Steelers hat on with a Patriots jersey on. It just doesn't work that way. It just doesn't work. It's stupid. It's stupid. I don't like the idea at all. Personally, if you want to put a franchise in London, first off, put a franchise in Los Angeles. Okay? Los Angeles hasn't had a football team since 1993, when the Los Angeles Raiders were the Los Angeles Raiders and the St. Louis Rams were the Los Angeles Rams. Okay? Put a franchise in Los Angeles before even considering the fuck out of putting a franchise in London. If you're gonna put a franchise in Toronto, then put the Bills in it. Think about those cities before you even think about putting a franchise in London, which is going to be absolutely a financial disaster. First off, not also for the players, because it's basically a 6 hour. It's like a 6-7 hour difference in terms of time. Judging from the way that the Olympics recently were in London, judging by the tape delay. So I absolutely don't agree with it. It's stupid. Roger Goodell should really think twice about putting a franchise in London. Think about NFL Europe. How many good years of NFL Europe was around? Okay? Just no. Just stop. Just stop what you're doing. Just stop. Stop. No. In terms of other week 8 stuff, the Packers won. Packers are on a little bit of a streak so far, beating the Jaguars by 9. Vikings lost. Vikings and Packers are 5-3. Don't really get to hear much of what Vikings fans have to say about that, but that's okay. I'm okay with it. I'm cool with it. All right. So in terms of week 8, I can pretty much say to close this on the book. I'm done with that one. So, All right, so I think I can stay with this one. All right, well, for my week 9 picks, I am gonna start off with the straight ups, and then I will get to against the spread. Now, for the straight up ones, I am just gonna basically include all these for my WordPress column, and for the against the spread. Uh, for the against the spread lines, I am not going to include those ones. So I'm just going to post the spreads and basically all those picks in that WordPress column is basically just going to be just for just for your own take on it, I suppose. But so straight up, we have Kansas City is going to San Diego, and I'm gonna take the Chargers in that one. Buffalo at Houston. I'm gonna take the Texans. Chicago at Tennessee. I am gonna take. Let's see what that one is. I'm thinking Chicago, but Chicago didn't play exactly all that well last week, and the line for that one is Chicago is favored by 3.5. So straight up, I'm going to take the Bears in that one. Come on. Denver at Cincinnati. Straight up, I'm going to take the Broncos in this one. And the Broncos are favored by... the Broncos are favored by 3.5, so I'm going to still take the Broncos in this one, straight up. Arizona at Green Bay. Green Bay is favored by 11.5. I'm going to take the Packers in this one, not just because they're my favorite team, I suppose, but Detroit at Jacksonville. I am going to take the Jaguars are in this one, which the Lions are favored by 3.5 in this one, so I'm going to take the Jaguars straight up in this one. See what else. Miami at Indianapolis. Indianapolis is giving 2.5, which in terms of this matchup, I am going to take the Dolphins. I'm going to take the Dolphins in this one. See if they're going to get on a little bit of a streak this season. Carolina at Washington. That opening line for that one is Washington is favored by 3.5. I am going to take the Redskins straight up. Baltimore at Cleveland. See, the line for that one is the Browns are giving 3.5, and the Ravens are favored by 3.5. So I am going to take the Ravens in this one, and Minnesota at Seattle. And I'm gonna take the Vikings in this one straight up. Tampa Bay at Oakland. I'm gonna take the Buccaneers. Pittsburgh at New York Giants. I am gonna take That line is Giants are favored by 3.5. I am gonna take. I'm gonna take the Giants in this one. Dallas at Atlanta. I'm gonna take the Falcons in that one, and the Saints. I am gonna take the Eagles and Saints game. I'm gonna take the Saints. And I lie. I won't do against the spread kind of picks for this week. So I will probably see you all next week. So thank you once again for listening to the Tom Retro podcast here on YouTube. I will see you all next week. So peace out.
Take it.